right on our second video. I apologize for doing 2 videos, but I needed to take a break to go to a meeting, and now here I am back. All right, so this is not set equal to 0, so I'm going to set it equal to 0. That's our first step. So I'm going to move over the 10, gives me 3x squared minus x minus 10 equals 0. No GCF, and that leading coefficient is greater than 1, so I need to use the British method. Multiply the first times the last gives me negative 30. I need 2 numbers that multiply to negative 30 and add to negative 1, negative 6 and 5. So that's going to give me 3x squared minus 6x plus 5x minus 10 equals 0. Factor by grouping, group the first 2, group the second 2. Pulling out GCFs, I'm pulling out a 3x, x minus 2, and a 5, x minus 2. So then my factors are x minus 2 and 3x plus 5. Since I am solving, I need to set these factors equal to 0, so that gives me x is equal to 2 and negative 5/3. I have 2 answers, and my leading coefficient, or my highest exponent, is what I should have said, is 2, so that matches up. All right, we've got this one over here, so I'm not actually going to move anything to the right-hand side because notice how my leading coefficient is negative, so I'm actually going to move all of this to the left-hand side, so that way my leading coefficient will be positive. So that's good, and then minus the 5, minus the 5. So that's going to give me 42x squared plus 12x, and then the 5's actually cancel each other out, so I don't have a constant term. So the first step in factoring, I know it looks like a binomial, and I know it looks like you might want to do difference of 2 squares, but the first step of factoring is a GCF. So I'm going to take out a GCF here. And that should be 6 and an x. So when I take out a 6x, I end up getting 7x plus 2 equals 0. And then yes, you have a binomial, but it's not a difference of squares because nothing's being squared. Actually, what you can do from here is set your factors equal to 0 to find your answers. So 6x is equal to 0, divide by 6, you get x is equal to 0 for my one answer. And then 7x plus 2 is equal to 0. Subtract the 2. 7x equals negative 2. Divide by 7. You get x is equal to negative 2/7. So I get my 2 answers here of 0 and negative 2/7. Okay, we didn't do any straight grouping where you have 4 terms. We didn't have any of those in our notes, but they are going to show up in the practice that we're going to do together, and they're going to show up in your homework assignment. All right, guys, I'll see you all very soon.